Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back. So, day 15's video, we crushed what we wanted to hit for a weekly weigh-in. So, minimum 1.75 pounds per week. We're shooting for 2 pounds. To get a little bit ahead of that, we hit 2 pounds exactly this week. Weighed in this morning, 216.5. So, that feels pretty good. We are going to set ourselves back a little bit at the beginning of this week because it's Mother's Day. And the mom wants to go to an Italian joint for Mother's Day's lunch. So I've got to go take her to that. So it is what it is. We're going to look for something high protein, hopefully lower in calories. We're going to shoot for something that'll be, we'll say less than 1,100. Preferably, we try to get around like 600 or 700, but it's probably not going to happen. So with that, kind of is what it is. But you got to make sure you're participating in life. This isn't, the last month of prep. This is the start of week 3. So it's not going to make that big of a difference. And one of the things you got to remember is as you're dieting, you got to make sure you're getting your refeeds in. It's probably about a week early for me to be looking for a week refeed. But we'll do it now. Won't be that big of a deal. I'll probably weigh in tomorrow. I'd probably say we'll be back to like 217.5. But normally in this situation, I'll weigh a pound more the next day. But then the day after that, I'll be down a half a pound from where I started. So if I'm 216.5 now, I'll be 217.5 tomorrow. The day after, I'll be 216. So I will be okay with that. But it all just takes time. There's just going to be certain occasions to where you can stay pretty strict going out and eating. Just about everywhere you go, you could get a cheeseburger. Don't eat the bun. Make it like a double or a triple. Get in all your protein. Eat some french fries. There you go. Go to Italian joint. I'll probably get some sort of Caesar chicken salad, maybe. Or maybe I'll do a chicken Alfredo. Eat all the chicken. Eat a small amount of the noodles. And it's all in moderation. So that's what it really comes down to. It's just like right now, I came up with a little snack that works for me. It's kind of like a hour before bed type of thing. But I take a box of Jello instant pudding, 11 ounces of Premier protein shake, so it's 30 grams of protein, 5 ounces of whole milk, and make up some pudding. I eat about half of it. So it ends up being 18 grams of protein for 580 calories. Or, sorry, that's for the whole batch. 290 calories. So gets me a little bit of carbs, gets me a little bit of protein in. All things we need for recovery anyways. It's going to be easily digestible. Doesn't upset the stomach. Don't get heartburn or anything from it. And it doesn't bother my sleeping. So it's become quite the best thing over the last week. As you can tell, I'm down 2 pounds. So it's keeping me from snacking a bunch of garbage that I shouldn't be eating. So now, definitely part of that is going to the surf stepper here. This thing's a monster. So you just got to make sure that cardio is in check. Your calories stay in check. And you're getting in all of the protein that you need. So for me, I'm probably a little low on my protein. But I'm at right about 185 grams a day. So with that, it's allowing me to be right about where body weight's going to be for competition. So I'm eating about a pound per lean pound of muscle mass, not total body weight. That's part of being in deficit. Making sure I'm getting enough carbs and fats in and a protein ratio that allows me to keep and maintain my muscle tissue as well as still fuel these workouts. But the takeaway to this is you're still able to function in life and go do holidays, gatherings, things like that. You just have to have a little bit of moderation and self-control. Now, granted, at a barbecue, something like that, it's going to be a lot harder to do unless you have crazy mental fortitude. I do not, so I try to avoid things like that. So, because that does make it quite a bit harder for me to socialize when there's just food sitting around that's delicious. I don't have that mental willpower. It's kind of like the same thing as don't buy stuff and have it in your house that's going to be a detriment to your deficit. Don't buy the candy bars. Don't buy a bunch of ice cream. Don't have a bunch of fruit roll-ups. And all that stuff to sit in the cupboards. Because that's where a lot of people fail. They think, oh, just one. Or, only had one today, let's have a second. And that all just keeps adding up and adding up and adding up. So, that's where a lot of people kind of fail. Because they don't realize how much extra that really ends up being. And they're not active enough to counteract those additional calories. Or they don't train hard enough to keep putting on muscle tissue. So we're here in 6 or 8 months, they're still going to get leaner just because of the base metabolic rate increase because they have more muscle mass. So ends up being a interesting situation. Oh boy. We are cooking. But we're almost done with our second stint of 11 minutes. I definitely can tell I need to hit that rest period. The heart rate's coming up. But we want to try to make sure we keep that thing below 130 to be effective on staying in zone 2, where we're going to burn more fat than muscle. So, but with that, guys, I'm going to leave you all off there. Make sure you work towards goals, getting your stuff done. Most of all, don't be a lazy fuck.